What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. Folks, 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live for free right here on this YouTube channel where myself, other TG Pro moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and give you free lessons that are going to help you become a better and more profitable trader. If you guys are ready to learn trading profit for real, you've come to the right place. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Guys, share this stream on your own social media. We're live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome everyone that is joining us on those different media platforms. Folks, I've got a really damn good live stream in store for you guys here tonight. But why should you listen to anything I share with you on these live streams? Well, I didn't figure this trading thing out on my own. I was taught by other professional traders. I started my trading career working for a fund in New York City. 2007, my very first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened. The Great Recession, the housing market crisis. But during that time of volatility and chaos, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before they ever let me touch $1 of the firm's money, I first had to go through an intensive trading curriculum, had access to some of the top trading tools, and was part of a community of like-minded traders that were ready to learn, trade, and profit. And that is exactly what the TGD platform is based on. And that is what TGD is. It is a platform. It's not just about courses and trade alerts, folks. It's an entire platform for traders. Tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows. We're going to start things off with a 20-minute Q&A. All right, a 20-minute Q&A. We're going to give some time for people to log on. Then I'm going to break down my thoughts on the overall market today, all-time highs, but also, folks, AMC and GameStop. I'm going to break down my thoughts regarding those stocks and the overall markets. And then I'm going to explain what happened with SPCE, Space, Virgin Galactic. We're going to talk about that. I had a lot of questions about that last week and yesterday on my live stream. And I'm going to show you a crystal clear example on how these live streams can make you money and save you money. I'm going to show you a crystal clear example of why it is so important to never miss any of these live streams, because literally, guys, these live streams will make you money and save you money. I'm going to give you a crystal clear example of exactly how that works out. All right. Then we're going to break down a home run trade today on SGOC, 34% gain on the final take profit. And I'm going to give you guys some key lessons surrounding this trade. There's a lot of lessons I want you to take away from my SGOC trade. I started the day red, finished the day big green. Thanks to SGOC, was an absolute home run. We're going to talk about risk management, tier trading, technical analysis, and more. There's a lot of lessons we're going to unpack on that SGOC trade, and we're going to do it all here on this live stream. Then, for those that are interested, all right, towards the end of the live stream, I'm going to walk you through the entire TGD platform. I'm going to show you exactly what you get as a TGD family member. And yes, folks, we are a family. Now, I need you all to listen up and listen up good. We're about to start the Q&A session in just a minute. You literally have myself, a pro trader with about 17 years of experience, right in front of you, telling you, ask me anything. Start asking any and all questions right now with regards to the markets and trading. Type them right now in chat. Please understand there's no such thing as a stupid question. The only thing that's stupid is not asking your question. I also had a day one at the beginning of my career, and I would not have made it to day 2, 3, 4, 5, et cetera, had I not put myself out there and asked the questions that I did and get the mentorship and help that I needed. So do not be shy, ask your questions. So without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead right now, begin typing your questions in chat. Let's start that Q&A. Do you see any follow through with the small cap stocks this week? This morning was a little rough, but had some follow through in the afternoon session. Yeah, Mark, it's just, you just have to be more selective. I feel like, we're not getting the small cap market. We're not getting blanket follow through in the small cap market. You just got to be more selective, and you've got to manage your risk, stick to your stop losses. Like, that's exactly what I did today. Like, I went after a couple small caps in the morning that didn't really give me follow through. I started my day red. I was red in the morning today trading some small caps, but then SGOC, gives us an opportunity, and I jumped on it. I jumped on it just like I jump on those same types of setups, and we caught a monster. caught a monster from like 20 bucks and change, final take profit almost at 28, 27.70, I believe was the final take profit on SGOC, and then long at the tier 1 at like $20.70, I believe was the tier 1 entry, tier 2 at 22.10, and that final take profit at 27.70. So it was a home run. And I think what you really need to focus on with regard to the small caps is always making sure that when you do take that losing trade, is to stick to your stop loss, stay within your risk tolerance, take the loss within your risk tolerance and move on. Because if you do that, one home run trade like an SGOC can bring you all the way back into the green, even if you start your day red. It's exactly what happened there with me. So something to kind of think about. We did have some decent action in the afternoon. There was a couple of small caps in the afternoon, like Works, WORX. You had MDIA, you had Seed. Like, as long as we're getting afternoon short squeezes like that, MDIA, huge move in the afternoon, Seed, huge move. There's a lot of really good moves in the afternoon. So I still think that there actually is, like, I was really surprised with the afternoon today that I saw in small caps. I was really surprised because the morning small caps were not trading that well. There was a lot of all your early morning gappers, your early morning top gainers, they failed, and they failed pretty early. Like, in the first 30 to 40 minutes of the day, those early morning gappers had failed. So, it looked like it was going to be a pretty slow day for small caps, but then in the afternoon, you get these wild moves. And that's what I care about most. In order for you to tell that the small cap market is hot, you look for those afternoon squeezes, because everyone comes in, they'll pile on top of stocks short in the morning. But then if there's a lot of momentum, you get those squeezes later in the afternoon. And you saw that in Works, Seed, even SGOC gave you not an afternoon move, but a kind of a late morning move. And then MDIA, another one. Like, so, I'm still not ready to say that small cap, are done, because I don't think they are, especially with the action I saw this afternoon. It doesn't matter, whether small caps are hot or cold, doesn't matter, guys. We find ways to make money regardless. There's volatility everywhere in the market. You just have to know where to find and how to capitalize on it. So have no fear. TTG is here. Mike, my boy Chris just joined. Can you give him a shout out? Yo, yes, David Padilla, my brother. Thank you. Another member of the TTG family. Chris, what is up? What's good? Chris, listen, Chris, if you're cool with Dave, you're cool with me, man. You're cool with Dave, you're cool with me. Chris, welcome to the TTG family, brother. Question on your platform. Is there a chat room during the day? Chris and McMillan, not only is there a chat room during the day, but I'm going to knock your socks off right now. All day long. True Trading Group, we have a proprietary software where myself and 7 other pro trader moderators share our screen with you during the day. You can toggle back and forth through different moderator screens. All of us are talking to you live on the microphone like I'm talking to you now. We call out and identify trade opportunities before we actually enter them. So like today, with regards to SGOC, for example, which was my home run trade, I told everybody on SGOC that I was going to be taking a tier 1. I said, I'm going to add tier 2 over $22. We're going to set our stop loss here. I give everyone my trade ideas and my trade game plans before I actually enter them. And then once the moderators enter their trades, you get the notifications that their trade alert has been filled. And the trade alert will give you the entry, and it will give you the stop loss. And then we also notify you when we take profits and when we sell out of those trades as well. You also have the ability to private message any of the moderators throughout the course of the day. We're all there with you for the entire day. We're not gone after 2 hours. All the moderators are in there before the market opens, all the way up until after the market opens, answering questions, identifying opportunities, trading with you in the trenches every single day. Next question. How can I avoid the big gaps when the stock is halted? I paid the price twice today, but green at the end. Nick Pope, you can't. Once the stock halts, if you're stuck in that halt, there is nothing you can do. You are completely susceptible to and vulnerable to big gaps once the stock resumes trading. There's nothing you can do once the stock halts. Now, to try to avoid being caught in those halts in general, you got to try to get out of the halts before they happen. Now, what can help you get out of halts before they happen? First and foremost, you need to have hotkeys. Hotkeys will allow you to get out of a position or into a position with literally one stroke of your keyboard. Talk to your broker, see if they have the ability for hotkeys. Some brokers do, some brokers do not. All right, so talk to your broker and see if they have hotkeys. That's number one. Number two is you need to be able to understand when a stock is going to halt. Now, I will fill you in on an unknown little factoid about halts. By looking at level 2, you can tell when a stock is about to halt. How? When you're looking at level 2, right before a stock is going to halt, you'll see all the market makers that will come to one particular price. All right, the market makers will be at one particular price on both sides of the market. They'll be the bid and the ask will be the same price. You're going to see a ton of volume coming through on the stock at that one price, but it's not going to move. So let's say 21.66. Right, $21.66. All of a sudden, when the stock makes a huge move, it goes from like $24 and it drops to $21.66. Then all of a sudden, the bid and the ask are both at $21.66. There's other market makers at $21.66, and you're looking at time and sales, and it's just thousands, tens of thousands of shares are going off at $21.66, but the stock is not moving. That means the stock is about to halt. The sooner you can recognize that in level 2, the greater the chance you have of getting out before the stock halts. Now, sometimes even if you recognize it and you try to get out, sometimes your order, it's first come, first serve. And sometimes you will be stuck in the halt. Your order will not execute before the stock halts. But the sooner you can recognize that action, the sooner you can press that hotkey, the sooner you can try to exit the trade, the better the chance you have of getting out before the stock actually halts. Hey, Mike, how do you get past the psychological side of trading? I had 2 setups today that I wanted to get into, but kept second guessing myself and they ran up. Okay, Brandon, couple of things. One, first of all, second guessing yourself has everything to do with lack of confidence. Now, so we have to talk about how can we gain confidence, right? How do we gain confidence? Now, lack of confidence can be because of multiple reasons. You can have lack of confidence because you're brand new at this and you don't know what you're doing. You could have lack of confidence because you've lost a lot of money doing this and now you're scared of losing more and you have PTSD. So there's different reasons why you can have lack of confidence. So we have to talk about getting that confidence back. Best way to gain confidence, one of the best ways, is to know the material. It's kind of like a college exam. During college finals, if you had been studying little by little throughout the semester, you went to every class, you did the homework, you've been studying for this final for the last 2 weeks, when it comes time to actually take the final exam, you're calm, you're cool, you're collected, you're not nervous because you know the material. If you did not go to class, you didn't do the homework, and you started studying for the final 2 days before, the day of the final, you're very nervous, you're very anxious, you're the person that is sitting in the classroom waiting for the professor to come in, and you're still looking through notes. Newsflash, if you don't know it by then, you're not going to know it for the test, right? That's because you don't know the material. So you're not confident in answering the questions. Very similar to trading. If you don't know the material, chances are you're going to have a little confidence to actually pull the trigger because you're unsure of what you're looking at. You're unsure of your analysis. So step 1, make sure you go through all the courses, attend private study groups, go through the video library, ask questions in chat, talk to the moderators. These are all things that can help you gain confidence. Then the other way, PTSD. Maybe you've lost a lot of money and you're scared to kind of get yourself back in the saddle. Use the simulator. Trade on the simulator. The only way for you to gain confidence is to actually start to make winning trades. Go on the simulator, hit yourself a couple of winning trades on the simulator to prove to yourself that you do know what you're doing. You can do this, but you have to make those winning trades first. But if you're scared to pull the trigger because you're scared to lose money, you're not going to be in those winning trades because you're second guessing yourself. You're not pulling the trigger and then they're running up, right? Go down to the simulator. This way you won't be scared of losing money because it's fake money. Get in some of those winning trades to build that confidence up. That simulator is free with your membership. Brandon, use it. It's free with your membership. All right. Level 2, free with your membership. That simulator, free with your membership. You guys don't have to pay $1 extra for any of those tools. All these tools are on the platform for you. Like what we have done, I told you, True Trading Group is a platform. We've literally taken all of these tools, all the tools that you need as a trader. We've taken all of them. We put them together in one place for you. Use them. Sunny says, Sunny says, what indicators do I use the most? What indicators do I use the most? Okay, Sunny, a couple of different things. First and foremost, volume. Trading volume itself is I think, gives you the best insight to whether a stock has momentum or not. If somebody had put it this way, if somebody said to me, hey, Mike, you can trade tomorrow, but you can only use one indicator, what would it be? The answer is volume. Without any question of a doubt, my answer would be volume. Okay. But with that being said, in real world scenario, because I can trade with as many indicators as I want, I don't have anyone that's limiting me. Real world scenario, there is not one indicator that holds precedent over the others. There's not one indicator that works 100% of the time. There's not one indicator that is going to give you a buy signal every single time or a sell signal every single time. Real technical analysis and professional technical analysis is understanding how multiple indicators work in conjunction with one another. This is what I teach you inside of True Trading Group. It's how to use 3, 4 different indicators to all give you a high probability buy signal. That's what trading is. Trading is identifying high probability patterns and setups. It's not just about chart patterns. It's chart patterns with technical indicators and understanding how 3 indicators or 4 indicators work together in conjunction with the chart pattern to give you a setup. And you want to be able to identify those high probability setups and put yourself on the right side of that probability over and over and over again. Some of the indicators that I use intraday, because intraday indicators and longer term indicators for me are different. Some of my intraday indicators are volume, trade line, which is the 9 exponential moving average. Don't look for something called trade line on your charting software. It won't be there. It's a 9 exponential moving average, Fibonacci retracement levels, and VWAP. All right, those are some of the indicators that I use intraday. On a bigger time frame, on a daily chart, let's say, 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, 200-day moving average, RSI, MACD indicator. All right, also chalk and money flow is another one. Okay, so those are some of the indicators that I'll use when it comes to my day trading, intraday, and then some of the indicators that I use when it comes to my swing trading. Great questions so far, gang. Really great questions. Keep it up. Fire them away. Giving some time for people to log on. What do you mean in chat when you mention intermediate advance when you do a trade? So Kai Islander, good question. What we have done inside of True Trading Group is that I understand that there are a lot of different experience levels with members of True Trading Group. You guys can see the little diagram that's up on the screen right now for you. It's pretty small. Adam, if you can maybe zoom in a little bit so people can read it a little bit better, that'd be great. This is how we identify all of our trades. All of our trades in chat have a label of either novice, intermediate, or advanced. Now, everyone gets all of the alerts. We just label them so that you understand the volatility and the risk associated with the trade. Because all trades are not created equal. Some trades are very low volatility and very low risk. Other trades are very high volatility, very high risk. So that's why all the moderators, when moderators call out a trade alert in chat, they label it as novice, intermediate, advanced. A novice trade alert is going to be a swing trade of a stock or a long-term investment. An intermediate trade will be a simple option trade, basic call, basic put, any type of lower volatility to mid volatility day trade of a stock, as well as shorting. An advanced level trade is going to be a high volatility, high risk, high reward day trade, which is like one of the small cap stocks like SGOC that's halting all over the place. An advanced options trade, which would be like a straddle, a debit spread, a strangle, an iron condor. Okay, those are going to be maybe selling a covered call. Those are going to be that's going to be an advanced level trade, and then also shorting, but a high volatility short, like shorting something like a Tesla, or shorting, a small cap that's running wild, something like that. So we label all of our trades based on volatility and based on risk. This way, we don't have someone that's never traded a stock a day in their life try to follow me, let's say, on an advanced level trade on something like SGOC. Now, yes, SGOC was a huge win today, 34% gain. That's where I made all my money today. However, that's a very, very volatile trade and not something that I would want someone that is brand new to trading to try to follow, because the stock moves way too quickly for them. And if you're not comfortable enough with fast moving stocks, you can get yourself into a bit of a pickle. And we want to make sure that all of our family members are protected, manage their risk. I don't want any of my family members to get put into a tough situation. I want all of my family members to learn how to become profitable traders and to make money and become better traders. And that's why we will label novice, intermediate, advanced, so you understand the volatility and the risk of every single trade that's gone on in True Trading Group. All of this is available, guys. Also, all of this that I'm telling you, all this is available in the TTG 101 course. So when you guys join TTG and you go through our entire curriculum, there's a TTG 101 course. The TTG 101 course is going to explain to you all of the resources and tools available to you on True Trading Group, show you how to use them all, explain to you like that novice, intermediate, advanced trade system. It's going to show you really how to use the platform and how to get the most benefit out of your membership. So please, everyone, go through and use it and go through the TTG 101 course. Yes, Gunnar, I do. Do you recommend selling covered calls against your long account holds? Yes, it's a great strategy. It's a great strategy. It's a win-win. Selling covered calls is a win-win, because the concept here is if you own 100 shares of a particular stock, you can sell a covered call against it, which would be, let's say, for example, you buy a stock at 100, you can sell a covered call at a $150 strike price. If the stock never gets to 150, you keep your shares from 100, you take in the premium from the contract that you sold. But if the stock does get to 150, you've got to sell your shares at 150. Not that bad, because you own them at 100. So it's really a win-win. And then if you still want to be long that stock for the long haul, you can just buy that stock back once it dips back below 150, and then you'll be in the money on the entire trade situation. What you can also do is use that as a dividend to keep reinvesting into the stock. So let's say you own 100 shares, you can sell a covered call against it. Maybe you take in $500. Right? Maybe you take in $500, free money, free premium. You sold it, the stock never got to 150. You keep that $500. Take that $500, buy more shares, sell the covered call again. Maybe now you make $550. Stock never gets to 150. The option expires worthless. Take that $550, buy more shares. Eventually, you get yourself to a point where now you own 200 shares. Now you can sell 2 contracts. Then you own 300 shares. Now you can sell 3 contracts. And just keep taking that premium in every time that you do it and keep reinvesting it back into the stock. And all of a sudden you build your position up very big over time. It's a good way for you to essentially create a dividend for yourself. Okay, in a stock like my dividend holdings, let's say I own a stock that pays me a 5% dividend, right? Let's say I own a stock that pays me a 5% dividend. If I have $10,000 in a stock in my long-term portfolio, it pays me a 5% dividend. That means I'm getting $500 free. I'm not taking that $500, putting it in my pocket. I'm reinvesting my dividends. So my dividends automatically reinvest back into the stock. So that $500 goes back into the stock. Now, instead of $10,000, I own $10,500. And now instead of getting 5% on 10,000, I get 5% on 10,500. And then I take that money and reinvest it back into stock. Now I've got, $11,000 or $10,950. No, yeah, $11,550, whatever it is. And now instead of getting 5,000 or 5% on 10,050, I'm getting 5% on 11,000, and then so on and so on and so on. That's how you can build your position over the long haul, over 10, 15, 20 years. You keep reinvesting that dividend. All of a sudden, you find yourself with a really nice sized position later in life, and you can actually start to realize that dividend income to actually live off of. Same concept when it comes to covered calls. So good strategy. I think it's a a good one to learn. We teach it in True Trading Group. Use them. I'm an AMC ape, but wasn't afraid to make money on put options. TTD teaches you to be an emotional, less savage. Can't be so blind and ignore what market is giving you. It's true, man. It's true, Jimmy. Jimmy, you've really kind of come into your own, brother. I'm really, really, really happy and proud of the progress that you've made and the success that you've been having, Jimmy. Jimmy's TTD member, guys. He's really just kind of grown leaps and bounds since when he first became a member. He's having a lot of success with us, and you're spot on, Jim. You know, everyone has their personal choice. You guys, I did a live stream about this whole situation just the other day. You know, my job is to identify money-making opportunities in the market and to share them with my TTD family members. And that is my job. That's my responsibility. I have a responsibility to my TTD members. And I'll tell you guys what I see. I'm responsible to our 6,700 TTD members. I got a responsibility to our 66,000 YouTube subscribers. And my job, guys, is to make sure that I identify profitable trade opportunities for you in the markets. And this AMC was a clear one. It was a very, very, very clear one from a technical standpoint. There's really not much difference, Peekaboo. You might actually just have a couple different charting softwares that just might call it something different. Talking money flow and cumulative or cash accumulation. Mike, advice on how many screens use for day trading, how many you use. You need, I think you need at least 2. You know, if you're going to day trade, I think you need at least 2. You know, in an ideal scenario, you know, my full setup, I've got 4 screens, 3 screens and a laptop. You know, when I travel, it's a laptop and an extra monitor screen when I travel. But, you know, full setup, it's 3 monitors and a laptop. But, you know, just having 2 screens is fine. You know, 3 screens is great. It just depends on how active you are, you know, like just depends how active you really are. I think you need at least 2 to day trade. You know, to day trade on 1 laptop is tough, or 1 screen is tough. I think you need at least 2. Is trailing stops as good as tier trading? No, it's not. It is not as good as tier trading. Not even close. Not even close. So the tier trading strategy, for those that don't know, is designed specifically to help you stay in winning trades longer, to help you keep losing trades small. The concept behind tier trading is for you to take a piece of your position off the table when profit targets are reached. So you break your trade up into multiple profit targets instead of 1 profit target. Like, you don't want to buy a stock at 10 and say, I'm going to sell it at 14. You break your trade up into, I'm going to buy the stock at 10. There's resistance at 12, 14, and 15. And the idea is that you've identified 3 profit targets. You sell 25% of profit target 1, 50% of profit target 2, and 25% of profit target 3. By doing that, you're going to keep yourself in winning trades longer. You're also going to protect yourself and keep losing trades small, because the example where you get to profit target 1, then the stock fails, turns around, and stops you out, you've already sold 25% of your position for a profit. So when you do get stopped out, you're getting stopped out on 75% of your size instead of 100% of your size. Let's say you have 1,000 shares of a stock. You get to profit target 1, you sell 250, you get stopped out on 750. Big difference between getting stopped out on 750 shares versus 1,000 shares. And then plus, you have a little bit of profit from the 250 shares you sold at profit target 1 to cancel out some of the loss on the 750 share stop out. So it's designed to help you keep losing trades small and help you stay in winning trades longer. Trailing stop losses is totally different. A trailing stop loss is just you saying, you're picking either a percentage or a dollar amount of how far the distance is you want your stop loss. Let's say the stock's at 20 bucks and you say, I'm going to set a dollar stop loss. If you're setting a dollar stop loss when the stock's at 20, your stop loss is at 19. Now, that means your stop loss will never be more than a dollar away from the price of the stock, but it will be less, but never more. So if the stock's at 20 and you set a dollar stop loss at 19, if the stock drops to 19.50, your stop loss is still at 19. Stock drops to 19.25, your stop loss is still at 19. But if the stock goes from 20 to $20.50, your stop loss moves up to $19.50. Then let's say the stock pulls back to 20, your stop loss is still at 19.50. Then say the stock goes to 21, now your stop loss is at 20. But let's say the stock at 21 then drops to 20.25, your stop loss is still at 20 until eventually the stock goes down far enough to where it stops you out. Very, very, very different from tier trading. Your trailing stop is going to stop you out of your full position, which I do not like, because you can have plenty of times where you set too tight of a trailing stop, you get a little pullback, it stops you out full position, you make peanuts on the trade, and then the stock gives you a moonshot. So I don't like trailing stops in place of tier trading. I don't think anything will replace the tier trading strategy. I'll talk to you a little bit about this more later on the live stream, but it's an absolute game changer. Once you learn tier trading, you're never going to trade another way ever. It's a game changer. There's an entire course on tier trading in the TGD curriculum. Guys, my TGD members, watch this. My TGD members, if the tier trading strategy that I've taught you has made you a better trader, I want you all to sound off in chat right now. Literally type the number 1 in chat right now. If the tier trading strategy that I taught you made you a better trader, type the number 1 in chat right now. Now, anyone that's on this live stream that does not know what the tier trading strategy is, I'll talk to you a little bit about it later on this live stream, but I want you to read the comments that are going to come through chat right now. Look at how many number 1s are coming through this side of the screen. Look at these number 1s. These are my teaching members that have learned the tier trading strategy. I'm telling you, it is a game changer once you learn how to trade in the tier trading strategy. There's an entire course in the curriculum that teaches you how to do it. It's how I learned how to trade when I was working at the hedge fund. I will never trade otherwise. I teach all my members how to trade this way. It's a game changer. And all these people that are typing number 1, these are members that are telling you that they've become a better trader because of the tier trading strategy that is included in the curriculum in great detail. I teach everybody. You'll get to learn how to trade like this as well as a member of the TGD family. All right, guys, I think we're about all right, guys, I'll take 1 or 2 more questions. Knowing what you know, what question would the beginner you ask now? Ooh. Knowing what I know now, what question would the beginner you ask now? Wow, that's a good question, Sonny. This is the last question. This is such a good question. I don't know what Adam is yelling something in the depths in the corner of the office. I don't know what he's yelling, but Adam is yelling something to me. What would I ask myself now? You know, I think the beginner me would really just want to know and understand the importance of, like, okay, let me back up a little bit. One of the things that I've realized I should say, one of the things that helped me get to a turning point in my career, where my career as a trader changed, where I went from like, to like, yeah. A turning point for me was when I realized that trading is not, you need to be more focused on how much money you're going to lose if you're wrong than you do need to be focused on how much you're going to make if you're right. So many people are so fixated and so obsessed with how much they're going to make if they're right. That is a very, very bad state of mind and perspective to have when it comes to trading. It feeds into greed. It causes lax in judgment when it comes to risk management. And it's how people typically blow up their accounts. And it's how people lose more money when they're wrong than they make when they're right. If you lose more when you're wrong than you make when you're right, you're never going to be consistently profitable, because that means you have to be right 70, 80% of the time just to break even. You're never going to be consistently profitable. And early in my career, I never had a problem with big wins. I always had big wins. I was always a gunslinger. I was aggressive. Like I never had a problem really going after it and hitting big wins, but I also had really big losses. And those big losses really held me back as a trader. I was a far better trader than my P&L was showing because my losses were so big. I wouldn't have a lot of losses, but when I did have them, they were so big, they ate into huge chunks of my profit. And it was my mentor, my boss at the hedge fund, who told me that great traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are obsessed with how much they're going to make if they're right. And that quote has stuck with me to this day. And I wish I figured that part out sooner. And that's why so much of the way that I teach our members how to trade is focused on risk management. It's focused on always staying within your risk tolerance. It's focused on always sticking to your stop losses, not averaging down against you if you're an inexperienced trader. You know, correctly setting your position size based on the volatility and the risk on the trade. I teach all of our members how to do this stuff. That's how you have consistency. That's how you can make money on a consistent basis over the long term. It's those aspects. That's the stuff that I wish I knew earlier in my career. So I think maybe it's not necessarily like one question that I would ask beginner me, but one topic or one lesson that I wish I would have learned sooner. All right. Great job, guys. Excellent questions. Honestly, I mean, you guys absolutely killed it with the questions. Really great job. Really great job. You guys asked some really, hold on one second. All right, you guys asked some really great questions. What I want to do right now is I actually want to dive into SPCE. I want to dive into SPCE because I got a lot of questions about SPCE. We're going to pull up the chart. I want to talk to you guys about this. So unless you've been living under a rock, Richard Branson went up into the brink of space, the tip of the atmosphere on Sunday. And this was an event that there was a lot of hype behind. There was a lot of media attention behind. And going all the way back from Thursday, Friday, and then last night, all of my live streams, I got people asking me questions about SPCE. And I told people Thursday, I told them Friday, I told them last night, be very careful with SPCE. I think this is a textbook buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. That this is an event that everybody knew was coming. This is an event that I think is priced into the market. And I told everyone to be very careful. Everyone was like, oh, Mike, it was a successful flight. Space is going to go to the moon tomorrow. And I was like, no, it's not. I really, and what I'm going to do here, guys, I have a clip that I'm going to show you. I'm going to play a clip of last night's live stream. I got a million questions about SPCE. And last night on my live stream, this is why it's so important for you guys to turn on your notifications. Don't miss any of these live streams. These live streams can literally make you money and save you money. And what I talk to you about on these live streams is a fraction of what you actually get and what I cover live during an entire trading day. I'm on these live streams with you for an hour and a half. You know, being in chat with me during the day from pre-market till aftermarket is a complete game changer. This is a fraction of what you guys get with me from an entire trading day as a member. But I want to play for you a clip from last night's live stream. So somebody asked me last night what I thought about SPCE and the successful flight. And let's go ahead and play that clip. I want you guys to listen to my answer last night. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think that a lot of the excitement and the hype and the value that was added on to this company
was already pricing this in. This is nothing new. This is an event that everyone knew was happening this weekend. And if people thought it was going to go well, they were buying the stock ahead of this event, not after. And I'm worrisome that this could be a similar situation to like Tesla Battery Day. You guys remember Tesla Battery Day? I caught a monster trade, short Tesla after Battery Day, because it was a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. And after Tesla Battery Day, there was nothing new, there was nothing exciting. And there was so much damn hype leading up to Battery Day. Like people thought that Elon Musk was going to come out and say, "Hey, I created a battery that can let you drive to the moon and back and not have to charge your vehicle." It's just like, it was such a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. And I'm just worried that this may be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. So I do not have a position on it. I don't own shares of SPCE, but I would just be cautious expecting space to go to the moon.
There you have it, folks. Okay, so that was from last night's live stream. Last night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we went live right here on this YouTube channel where you are now. And that one viewer asked me about what I thought about space because of successful flight. That was my answer. Let's go to the charts right now. And I want to show you what space did today. Down 16.5%. The stock got absolutely crushed. Now, to be fair, part of this sell-off is the fact that the company also did announce that they're going to be doing a $500 million offering. All right, Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse, and Goldman Sachs, I believe, they're working with to do that $500 million offering. That's like 10.9 million shares or 10.2 million shares was the offering. But the offering price that I saw was they were talking about around that 49.25 price point, which was the prior day's close. So we got to see what happens with this offering, but that added to the selling pressure. But even prior to that, guys, you can just tell this thing, there was no big gap up today. There was, this is a typical buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. You can see here, big red candle gets put in today on the daily chart. This is exactly what I was afraid of. So many people were hyped up going into this. And you have to understand something. When you have such a major event like this, that is hyped up like this, that it's not new, it's not a surprise. The market's not dumb. Like people, when they're like, okay, we're going to have this company, they're going to have this test flight. They're going to fly out there to space. Branson's going to be on the flight. This is going to be great. They're buying this stock a month before, 3 weeks before. They're not buying it the day after. That's why you get these buy the rumor, sell the news type of trades. The exact same thing happened with Tesla on Battery Day. If I heard one more person talk about Battery Day before, I was gonna just throw my computer out the window if one more person asked me about Battery Day. Like that's how. Like you have to think about that. The markets trade ahead of time. The markets are proactive; they're not reactive. And when you have such a glaring, obvious media event, you have the chance of the buy the rumor, sell the news trade. It's like Apple is infamous for this. Apple is infamous for this, especially during the Steve Jobs era. When Steve Jobs was CEO of Apple, and it's continued even with Tim Cook, when they announced a new product launch, either the new iPhone or the AirPods or the iPad or the Apple Watch, when they announced this, they announced on August 12th, we're going to reveal the new product. And everyone gets all excited. They're like, oh my God, this is so crazy. It's going to be such a great thing. And everyone starts to buy the stock leading up to the event. So when everyone buys the stock leading up to the event, the stock goes up. So the event starts to get priced in. This space flight was priced in. Guys, when you look at a stock, you look at SPCE, when you had this huge gap up, this was the FAA giving them clearance. The FAA gave them clearance to fly their commercial flights. What other catalyst I mean, and the stock still, after that news, had traded lower. We've traded lower since that news. That's way bigger news than Branson going to space. This move was priced in. And just like with a lot of the Apple trades, the move is priced in. And Apple, infamously, if the stock would go up, then they would come out with their product offering. They would come out, they would reveal their product, and all of a sudden the stock would come down, 2%, 3%, 4%, whatever it is. Because it's, oh, okay, buy the rumor, sell the news. So that was the clip from last night's live stream. I want to share that with you all. All right, I really want to share that with you all. You guys have to understand, this is why it is so important for you to be on these live streams. We go live here 6 nights a week. I share with you free lessons, trade ideas. I always tell you my thoughts on individual stocks. I tell you when I'm in swing trades. I give you my thoughts on the overall markets. But this is a fraction of what you guys will be getting as a member of the TGD family. But literally just these live streams alone can make you money and save you money. Imagine what being part of the entire TGD family can do for you. Okay, so hopefully if you've been watching my live streams for a while, hopefully if you've been long space, you took some profits. Hopefully you did not get long space today. And hopefully maybe some of you caught this to the short side, maybe some put options. I know a lot of our members did off that trade idea. Congratulations to those of you that banked on this analysis on space. We've talked about it for the last 3 days and we were spot on today. So congratulations, guys. No, I'm an investor, not a trader. I work too many hours during the night to do day trading. Okay, Mike Avery, wrong mentality, brother. Wrong mentality. Just because you work long hours does not mean that you cannot be an active trader. There are many different styles of trading and strategies of trading. You don't have to just be a day trader. There's swing trading, there's short-term swing trading, long-term swing trading. There's so many different strategies and styles of trading that you can implement. We have 7 other moderators in True Trading Group that all have their own style, different style and different strategy. We teach different styles and different strategies in True Trading Group because I think diversity is very important, because one style that might work for somebody might not work for you. Depends on your lifestyle, i.e. your job schedule. Also depends on your personality, can help determine what style might be best for you. So I feel that it is important as part of True Trading Group that we offer multiple styles and multiple strategies in our education. And that's why we do it that way. Okay. And it's a very common misconception to think that just because you work a full-time job or you work weird hours means that you can't benefit from something like this. That is completely wrong. The overwhelming majority of our members have full-time jobs and are making money in the market on a consistent basis. Here, I'll prove it to you. If you are a member, guys, I'm talking to my family right now. If you are a member of the TTG family members, if you are a member of TTG and you are making money while working a full-time job, type the letter I in chat right now and tell me what you do for a living. Again, if you are a member of True Trading Group and you are working a full-time job while killing it with True Trading Group, type the letter I and tell me what is your profession. Now, Mike Avery and anyone else that maybe thinks that they can't do this because they work a full-time job, I want you to pay very close attention to the comments that are about to come through chat right now. Let's read off a couple of them. Josh Martin's a paramedic. Jay Love's a doctor. OK Trader is a physical therapist doing swing trades and long-term. Captain JBC is a boat captain. Christie's an attorney. Trademeister owns and operates 3 businesses. Christy is an attorney. I don't know if I said that already. Kim Huber is a probation officer. Thomas Colton is a shipbuilder working 60 hours a week. Jeff's a handyman. A manager at a tobacconist, fund accounting, upholstery tech, a snake breeder, operations manager, pizza delivery driver, technical sales engineer, construction, land surveyor, IT director, auto mechanic, crane operator, mechanic, full-time student, full-time teacher, property management, contractor, operations director, 60 hours a week. So you guys see, like, a lot of my members work full-time jobs. Most of my members work full-time jobs. But by learning different trading styles and different strategies, they're able to still benefit from something like True Trading Group and make money in the markets, even while they're working a full-time job. The mobile app is also a huge part of that. Every member gets access to a mobile app. It's downloadable on iPhone and Android. So even if you're not in front of your computer, you can still follow along with what's going on in chat. You can still get the audio analysis when we're talking on the microphone, like I'm talking to you now. You can hear it all. And the best part, you get live push notifications in real time whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. Okay, so that's why so many of our members are able to benefit while they're working full-time jobs. Ladina says, I struggle following the live stream. Will it get easier just from taking the class? Oh, God, absolutely, Ladina. Ladina, absolutely. Listen, if anything I'm saying on these live streams, if it's like over your head or if it's foreign to you, don't worry. Everything I talk about on these live streams is covered in the courses. It's covered in the courses. A lot of our members had absolutely no idea what they were doing when they first joined True Trading Group. They had absolutely no clue. And now they're benefiting. Actually, my THD fam, I'll ask you again, how many of you are making money now but absolutely knew nothing when you first joined True Trading Group? If you knew nothing when you first joined TTG and now you're making money, I want you guys to sound off in chat right now. Go ahead, type the number 1 in chat if you knew nothing when you first joined and you're making money now. Go ahead, guys, type the number 1 in chat. Ladina and anyone else that feels like, oh man, I really don't know what I'm doing, I can't follow this, I want you to pay attention to how many number 1s come through chat right now, because a lot of our members knew absolutely nothing when they first joined. All of our courses are broken up between beginner and foundation courses and advanced courses. So regardless of your trading experience, whether you've never traded stock a day in your life or you've been trading for 25 years, there's something for you here in True Trading Group. Just look at all those number 1s that are coming through chat, Ladina. All right. So there you have it, folks. Let's move on here. I want to move on. There's a couple of people that were asking about the membership. So that was a really great Q&A session. Hope you guys got something out of it. But for those of you that are not TTG members and I did not get to your question, don't worry about it. All right. We do this stuff 6 nights a week. Make sure to click the subscribe button and turn on your notifications bell. Make sure you guys never miss any one of these live streams. I just showed you how being part of these live streams can literally help make you money and save you money. So speaking of new people, all right, speaking of new people, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, I want to know what we're working with here. So if you're not a member of TTG or this is your very first time on a live stream, type the number 1 in chat right now. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to be talking AMC, GameStop, the overall markets, and my trade today. All right, we got Astro Unit, Jacob, J-Rod, Nujra, Strader, Twisted, Barry, Jalsa, Catherine, Pedro, Davin, Vincent, Sonny, Dryden. Great questions today, Sonny. Tamara, Martin, Armin. John, Sebastian, Catherine, Jennier, PJ Hirsch. Great, guys. This is great. A lot of number 1s coming through chat right now. I like it. I like a lot of new faces here tonight. I love it. I love it. Welcome. Welcome all of you that are new to the True Trading Group live stream. Before I get into the main topics of tonight's live, I want to give you guys a quick heads up. We're going to be talking about AMC, GameStop, and then SGOC, my big winner of the day today. All right. But for those that don't know, we give away a lot to our members, but also our new members. We're constantly giving out Amazon Kindle Fires, Android tablets, laptops when new members sign up. We do not always have these available. They do go quickly. Adam was able to strong arm a random wholesaler because we were running pretty low on laptops, but he was able to get his hands on a couple more. We had a couple from last night left over, and we are now have a total of 17 laptops available for the next 17 people that join True Trading Group. So the next 17 people, okay, that use the coupon code TTG121 are going to get a 41% discount on their membership. They're also going to get a brand new free laptop. All right, a brand new free laptop. Hold on, guys. All right. So, guys, listen up. The 1-year membership to True Trading Group, it's normally $2,212 for the year. However, From now until midnight Pacific tonight is your chance to save 41%, brings the price all the way down to just $1,301. That's $1,301. All right. And the next 17 people to use that coupon code are going to get a brand new free laptop. That's going to be either an Asus, Acer, HP, or Dell laptop. We also do cover the shipping costs. It's our gift to you for joining the TeachD family. And yes, we do ship globally. We've got members from all over the world. Okay. I want you guys to think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities. All right, because that 1301 price point, that's it. You pay one price for the entire year. You get access to literally every single thing that we have and everything that we ever will have. With your TeachD membership, you get access to the professional 17 course curriculum that's broken down into beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses. There's courses on options, trader psychology, swing trading, even courses on crypto. They're in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. You also get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. It's going to give you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. Trader that gets the news first in this environment wins, folks. Then you're also getting quote streams, full book level 2, which shows you all market maker depth, not just the couple that your broker shows you. Then you're getting Trading Views Pro Plus charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. You also get our Trade Ideas scanner that shows you what are the best stocks to trade during the day, stocks making new highs, new lows, unusual volume. All of this is included free. You don't pay $1 extra for any of this. It's all included. You also get ETNA's Trade Simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, where you practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. Use the simulator. Prove to yourself that you can make money. All right. Prove to yourself that you guys can make money. All right, with the simulator. You also will then be getting access to our chat room. This is not Telegram or WhatsApp or Discord or anything like that. All right, you're going to be able to see our screen, hear us on the mic, DM the moderators. We're in chat with you all day, every day, calling out trades. And we are currently sporting about an 83% win rate in chat, which means anytime the moderators or I call out a trade, 83% of the time it is a profitable one. We do live workshops every week. I do one-on-ones with our lifetime members. We do small private study group sessions. We also give away a lot to our members. Every time we get 300 new members into Trading Group, we raffle off a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. And we are 99% of the way there. 3 more people and we are at the Tesla giveaway. So if you want to be a part of the next Tesla giveaway, okay, you've got to be a member here, guys, by Friday. All right, you got to be a member here by Friday, because our next Tesla giveaway is happening July 18th, Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Set your reminders. It's happening right here on this YouTube channel. All you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group. That's it. And you'll have a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000 cash. We do this every time we get 300 new members into Trading Group. It's become a thing. It's a lot of fun. I love doing it with our members. And you guys will be here July 18th. One lucky TeachD member will win a Tesla or $30,000 cash. All you got to do is be a member. That is it. All right. The next 17 people to use coupon code TTG121, you'll get that 41% discount, brings the price all the way down to just $13.01. You get the brand new free laptop, and you'll get a chance to win the Tesla or 30 grand. Now, last thing I'll note before we move on, you'll know that you are one of the 17 laptops, because in your checkout cart, you'll actually see the laptop in your checkout cart. If you do not see a laptop in your checkout cart, that means we have run out of laptops. You must enter coupon code TTG121, click apply code to get the 41% discount. And then last but not least, folks, we do offer a money back guarantee, which I'll now explain. If I stand behind my program, okay, I put my money where my mouth is. And if you are willing to put in a little bit of work, meaning if you go through all my courses, pass the quizzes at the end of the courses, and attend one private study group, that's it. Do those 3 things. Try to learn this skill. And if you do not make back your membership fee, $1,301, if you don't make that back at least once during your membership, I will give you a full refund. I'm not kidding. I will give you all your money back. If you do not make $1,301 back at least once after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending one private study group, if you still don't make $1,301 back at least once, I'll give you all your money back, folks. That's how much I stand behind the TeachD platform and the education and the community that we have created for traders and for our family. Everything I'm saying to you is on the website, so you know you're getting everything that I'm saying to you guys here right now. All right. So again, TTG 121. We got some pretty crazy weather going on right now outside of Miami.
We are 100% going to lose power at some point. So what we're going to do, just letting everyone know. Hi, Mike. Tell them who I am for a second, Mike. Go ahead.
Guys, for those that don't know, this is Adam, co-founder and partner in True Trading Group.
And full-time pain in the arse for Michael.
Big time.
So just to let you guys know, we may lose power here in the office. We're going to switch over right now to our laptops and get our Wi-Fi, like our phone internet tethered ready. We may not, but just want to give you a heads up. So if you see a minute where Mike kind of disappears off the screen, just stay put. He will be back. We are connected on our laptop right now, so this stream will not go down. All right, thanks.
All right, guys. So again, there you have it. You guys can use that coupon code now to get that discount, get the free laptop, and give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand on Sunday. Okay. Now, what I want to do now is let's move on. Let's talk about the overall markets here real quick. All right, let's talk about the overall markets here real quick, guys. Again, another new all-time high today on the SPY. The overall markets, we had new all-time highs on the Qs and on the Dow. Oh, no, we just missed it on the Dow, actually. So we just missed it there. Welcome, Naomi. Naomi, welcome to the TTG family. All my fam, give Naomi a big warm welcome. Guys, it means we have 16 laptops left. I'm telling you, these are not going to last. They fly. All right, we have 16 of them left. You got to use the coupon code TTG121 to bring the price down to $13.01. The price is normally $22.12. It's normally $2,212, but you can use that coupon code to bring it down to $13.01. We've got 16 laptops left. All right, use the code TTG121. All right, guys, listen, we're at all-time highs here on the markets. I remain bullish on the overall markets for the foreseeable future. I do think the markets are kind of extended up here. You know, I told people yesterday on my live stream, and I told people again today, that I think we have a little bit of a choppy week where I did say last night, I think we make new all-time highs this week. Today, we made new all-time highs. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of a pullback to 434, 435, and a little bit of choppiness. You know, I just feel like this move is a big one. You had this one minor pullback that got immediately bought back up. You know, you had that one minor pullback that got immediately bought back up. And I feel like we just kind of need to breathe a little bit here. I think we just need to breathe a little bit. So I do still expect a little choppiness going into the rest of the week, even though we did make the push to new all-time highs. I do not expect us to just keep pushing to 442. I think it's more likely we trade in the mid 430s a little bit. I think it's more likely that we trade in the mid 430s. All right, so that's kind of my view there on the overall markets. Tion, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody give Tion a big warm welcome. We've got 15 laptops left. 15 laptops left. Use coupon code TTG121. It knocks the price from $2,212, brings it all the way down to $13.01, and you get a brand new free laptop. We got 15 of them left. And next Sunday, you will have a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000 cold, hard cash. All you got to do is be a member, folks. All right, that is the SPY. Now, let's get into what you've all been waiting for, AMC and GameStop. Guys, I've got some negativo news. Very bearish action in AMC these last 2 days. If you've been following my live stream for the last couple of, I'd say probably for the last week, I've been talking about this resistance level on AMC, or what was a support level around 51, 52. I'll show you guys this level right here. You see the support level around 51, 52. Once that level broke, we dropped right down into your next support level, which is the high 30s. Call it $38 to $40. All right, call it $38 to $40. We dropped right down to that level, and then you saw, and then you see this big green candle. Ladina, welcome to the TTG family. Ladina, you just asked that question earlier on the live stream. Ladina, I'm so glad to have you part of the TTG family. Everybody give a big warm welcome to Ladina. Folks, that means we got 14 laptops left. I told you they fly. They might be gone even by the time I'm done with this live stream. Use coupon code TTG121. Get that 41% discount. Brings the price all the way down to $13.01. 14 laptops left, folks. All right. Now, with AMC, you had this big bounce back day off of 40, which was a good sign. You needed that bounce back off of 40. But then you have this major resistance level to deal with now, which is going to be the low 50s. The low 50s were previously major support. Once that level got broken, that then becomes resistance. Support when broken becomes resistance. Resistance when broken becomes support. That's technical analysis 101. And folks, the fact that AMC has given back that entire bounce in just 2 days, this bounce that you saw, this green candle, you see how we gave it back in just 2 days? That's a bad sign. That's a negative sign. That's a sign of weakness. And I actually do expect further downside in AMC tomorrow. I think tomorrow it's very possible you could be looking at AMC around $36, $37. All right, I think it's very possible you see AMC $36, $37 tomorrow. I think we get down and test this 50-day moving average, and I think we get down and test this little gap entry that you had here. Tang, welcome to TTG family. Tang, welcome. Folks, that's 13 laptops left. We got 13 laptops left. Use coupon code TTG121, brings that price all the way down to $13.01. Everyone, welcome Tang to the TTG family. So there you have it, folks. I think this is a bad sign for AMC. I think that we're going to break below this low. This low from Thursday is 38.76. I think that gets broken tomorrow. Okay, I think that gets broken tomorrow. I think we go a little bit lower. All right, I do think we go a little bit lower. I think we get down to around 36, 37 tomorrow. All right, so I think that's a sign of weakness there on AMC, and I think we get more downside in the next couple of days. All right, so that's AMC. Then I'll bring you guys over to GameStop. I feel the same way about GameStop. I think GameStop has further downside. GameStop, in my opinion, failed to break above a key support level, a key resistance level, I should say. Very similar situations with GameStop and AMC. They both had major support levels get broken, and they tried to get back above and failed. You'll see with GameStop, you had major support here around 200, right? Major support at 200. We broke below that major support, and then today, you can see today, we tried to get back above it, and we failed. All right, you'll see today, we tried to get back above it, and we failed. Now, with regards to GameStop, I see something very similar as I did with AMC. We were unable to get back above that key resistance level. I expect more downside on GameStop. I think GameStop tomorrow, I think GameStop can get down into the 170s tomorrow. All right, I'm looking for red days tomorrow on GameStop and AMC. I'm looking for a GameStop to, you're almost forming a bit of a bear flag pattern. I'll take you guys to a 15-minute chart on GameStop. And what you see here is see that all this previous support, see all that support, see the stock was holding, bang. We finally broke. And then all of a sudden you see how the stock cannot get back above that level. Now for 4 consecutive days, so just consolidating underneath that level. You're almost forming a bit of a bear flag here underneath this level. And if that kind of cracks tomorrow and you get this downside, you could be looking at further downside on GameStop. So I actually think that the setups right now on GameStop and AMC are actually bearish. You're not going to hear many people be honest with you and tell you their honest opinions. You know, I will always shoot you guys straight. I'll always give you my honest assessments and my honest opinions on every single stock, regardless of what it is or what it's doing. I tell you guys what I see in the charts, and I think that we get more downside in GameStop and AMC. Okay? All right, guys. So there you have it. All right, so there's my thoughts on the overall market, my thoughts on AMC, and my thoughts on GameStop. Okay, Next lesson of the day that we're going to talk about now, we're going to break down my home run trade on SGOC. SGOC was my big win today, was the home run. It was where I made my money. Remember, I started the day red today. I started the day red. A couple different lessons I'm going to break down for you on SGOC. Couple of different lessons. Okay, we're going to talk risk management. We're going to talk tier trading. We're going to talk technical analysis. All right, a lot of things to unpack here. Now, I'm going to start things off with risk management because, like I said, I started the day red. I went after a couple other small caps. They didn't work out. I was red in the morning, and then SGOC popped itself up. But what's the risk management lesson? The risk management lesson I want you all to focus on is the importance of making more money when you're right than you lose when you're wrong. Because if you manage your risk, meaning you stick to your risk tolerance. What do I mean by that? You all need to, and I'm going to go full screen for this. Yeah, thank you, Adam. I'm going to go full screen for this. You need to make sure that you are risking the same dollar amount on every single trade. A lot of people do this wrong. A lot of people just put the same dollar amount into each trade. They say, oh, I put $2,000 into every trade. Wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're never going to have consistency in your losses. Your risk management is never going to be controlled. You're always going to be all over the place. You're going to have a really hard time consistently making money in the markets. The proper way to do it, the proper way to manage risk, is to figure out a dollar amount you're comfortable risking on every single trade. If you're wrong and you get stopped out, what's a dollar amount you're okay with losing? Is it 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 5,000? What's the number? I don't know. It's your number. You've got to figure out what that number is. And you make sure that on every single trade, if you're wrong and you get stopped out, that's how much you lose. You've got to be able to look at a chart and say to yourself, okay, if I buy the stock here, where's my stop loss? Meaning, where is the support level that if it gets broken, I need to exit this trade because the setup no longer exists. I teach you all how to do this in the True Trading Group and in the courses. So don't worry if you're like, oh, I don't know where my stop loss goes. Don't worry. I'll teach you guys where to, all these setups, you identify the level that if that level is broken, the setup is no more. And your stop loss goes just beneath that level. That's how you properly set stop losses. You don't just put $5,000 into a stock and just arbitrarily set a stop loss of 5%. That makes no sense whatsoever. That's not the proper way to manage risk. Your risk needs to be based on the chart pattern, not based on some arbitrary number that you heard somebody talk about on YouTube or you read on Twitter somewhere. Okay. Your stop loss could be 1%, 2%, 5%, 8%, 10% away. It's all relative to the risk reward on the trade. I'll risk 8% to the downside. If I'm right, I'm going to make 30, but I'm not going to risk 5% to the downside only to make 6% to the upside. It's all about risk reward. It's all relative to the volatility of the stock you're trading. All right. So you need to make sure that whether your stop loss is 20 cents away, 50 cents away, $1 away, $2 away, you adjust your position size so that if you do get stopped out, you lose that dollar amount that you're comfortable risking. So how do you calculate that? It's the distance from your entry to your stop loss divided, the number that you're willing to risk divided by the distance between your entry and your stop loss. If you buy a stock at 10 and you say my stop loss is 960, that's 40 cents from 10 to 960. So let's say if you, for example, are someone that is comfortable only risking $200 per trade. If that's your risk tolerance, you would do 200 divided by 40 cents, which is 500 shares. So in that case, if you're buying at 10 and you're stopping out at 960, in order for you to only risk $200, you buy 500 shares. And you do that calculation on every single trade. So let's say you're buying a stock at 20 and your stop loss is 19. That's $1 of risk. So if you want to risk $200, you would do 200 divided by 1, which would tell you 200 shares. That's how much you're going to buy. And that's how you guys will figure out and you calculate the proper position size for you to have on every single trade. Now, why is that important? Because if you make a losing trade and you lose 200, then you make another losing trade and you lose 200, and then you hit a home run trade and you make 500. Well, guess what? Now you are up $100 on the day. You got to make more when you're right than you lose when you're wrong. And when you're wrong, you've got to maintain consistency. You can't allow yourself to, on one trade, lose 200, on the next trade, lose 500, on the next trade, lose 350, on the next trade, lose 600, on the next trade, lose 100. Your losses can't be all over the place like that. Your losses need to be consistent. If we were to plot all of your losing trades on a graph, they should all be very similar. So we plotted all of your winning trades on a graph with little green dots and all your red trades on a graph with little red dots. It should look like a mountain range in green and a valley or a river in red. Tamara, welcome to the TGG family. Tamara, welcome to the TGG family. Everyone give Tamara a big warm welcome. We've got 12 laptops left. Just use coupon code TTG121. Brings the price all the way down to just $13.01. We got 12 laptops left, folks. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. Oh, the graph. So your winning trades should be all over the place because you never know how far a stock's going to go. You don't know how much follow through you're going to get. So your winning trade should be 300, 400, 150, 275, 680, 510, 372, 284, 237, 279, 410, 508. Your wins should be all over the place. But your losses should be 215, 212, 198, 227, 206, 234, 221, 192, 187, 205, 200, 213. Your losses should all be very, 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 very similar. And that's exactly what I was able to do today. Today, my losses were all within my risk tolerance. And then I hit one home run trade and it brings me all the way back into the green on the day with SGOC. SGOC was an absolute monster, 34% gain on the final take profit. But the lesson I want you to take away from this is risk management. Understand the importance of sticking to your risk. Remember what we talked about earlier on this live stream. Somebody asked me, what's the number one thing that now knowing what I know, what would I ask my what would my beginner self ask me now? And my answer to you was, I wish I knew the importance of controlling my downside and managing the risk on my losses. I wish I knew the importance of that early in my career. I'm telling you now, again, it's coming up as another topic on this live stream, which is the sole reason why I'm able to be green on the day because of this risk management lesson. If I allowed my loss in the morning to get out of control, then this SGOC trade does not bring me into the green. Maybe it doesn't even bring me to break even. Maybe I'm still red on the day. This is a huge difference, guys, in your net P&L through over the course of a long haul. So understand it. Get to use it. All right. Now let's go to the charts. All right. SGOC. Now let's talk about, okay, the actual setup. The actual setup here on SGOC was a high volume break above the prior day's high. There's your prior day's high. Right off the bat, we shoot through it, gap above, halt, gap, halt, gap, halt, halt. The stock was almost impossible to trade there early in the halt, 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 halt. Thing was halting all over the place. But then what were we looking for? We're looking for that previous high, okay, yesterday's high to become support. And really what sold it for me, honestly, was this candle right there. That candle right there sold it for me. When I saw that candle, look at the tail that gets put in there at that prior day's high. This prior day's high, this was resistance on Friday. Okay, we come in today, we gap down out of these halts, and we come right down into that previous resistance, which is now acting as an area of support. And this tail was everything. Once I saw that tail, I want you all to notice also the volume coming into this as we're pushing off of that previous resistance, which is now acting as an area of support. Look at how strong the volume was. That volume was my indication that there's a lot of buying pressure here. This tail was an indication that there's a lot of buying pressure here. So I stepped in here, guys, and I got long a tier 1 position right inside here at $20.70. I added tier 2 at $22.10, and we ripped this thing to shreds. Ripped this thing to shreds, guys, on the take profit. This was an absolute home run. But what about the tier trading? Remember I told you how tier trading completely changed a lot of our traders and members in True Trading Group, that it's made them better traders? Let me explain to you what tier 1, tier 2 means. When I enter a tier 1 position, tier 1 means 25% of your desired size. So if you were going to enter, let's say your risk tolerance, remember we talked about risk management. We talked about what's your risk tolerance. Let's say your risk tolerance is $1,000 per trade. Okay. Tier 1 would be 25% of that. So let's say in a normal situation, you'd buy 100 shares of a stock. If you were going to buy 100 shares, if that's your full size position, tier 1 is going to only be 25 shares. If you were going to buy 1,000 shares, tier 1 would be 250. If you were going to buy 10,000 shares, tier 1 would be 2,500. It's 25% of your desired size. The concept behind a tier 1 entry is You think you see something. You're not quite sure yet. You don't have confirmation, but you think this could be a good entry point. So you dabble. You dip your toes in the water. You test the temperature. And this way, if the trade doesn't work out, you get stopped out. You're getting stopped out on 25% of your size. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny loss, and you move on to the next trade. But if you get confirmation, which means something has changed, the probability of the setup has increased, that's when you then add to your full size position. This is exactly what I did on SGOC. I added tier 1 position at $20.70. I added tier 2 once we broke over 22 with volume. You'll see here a nice huge increase in volume, the heaviest volume of the entire day as we broke over a previous pivot resistance point at 22. 22 was not only this prior halt price, it was also this previous little pivot high. And once we broke through that with the heaviest volume of the day, I added up full size and we get this massive explosion to new highs as we broke through the high of the day and we start peeling profits off the table. This was an absolute home run trade, final take profit right there at $27.70. And I'm glad I bailed on it because I actually had to go. I did not trade the afternoon. We had some really big moves in the afternoon. I had a plane to catch. I just flew down to Miami. I'm in TTG headquarters working on some new things for the TTG fam. You guys are going to love. We're also going to work on some information about the Vegas trip that we're going to be hosting in October. I can't wait to meet all of my TTG fam. I can't wait to see you guys there. So we're going to start working out some of those details. I'm excited. That's why I'm down here in Miami to work with Adam and the rest of the group to get some new things for you guys. Okay. And then that's when I had to go and I had to run to the airport. I almost missed my flight. I almost missed my flight thanks to SGOC, but it was well worth it because it brought me from red all the way back to green on the day. And it was a real nice day. When you add in also the put options that I still have on AMC, it's a pretty nice day. It's a pretty nice day, guys. All right. So that's SGOC. I hope you guys learned something from this. Risk management, tier trading, technical analysis. There's really a lot to unpack here on this SGOC trade. I hope you guys were taking notes. I hope you learned something. That is my intent and my goal with every single one of these live streams. And I hope that's exactly what we accomplished here today. Now, I told you earlier in the live stream that for those that were interested, I was going to show you the TG platform and what you get as a member. That's what I'm going to do here right now. But before I do, I want to know who here is not a member of True Trading Group. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead, type the letters TTG in chat right now. Type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are not a member of True Trading Group. All right, we got J Rod, T.O. Papali Lake, Andra Makis Papa, Jacob Leja, Jeff Goddard, Plants R Us, Carla Heron, Sonny, IDI. Hi, Sonny says TGD, but I really want to be. Yo, Sonny, I'm ready when you are, brother. I'm ready when you are. Appreciate the participation on the stream today, my man. Some great questions from you. Akash Sinha, RG. Oh, nice. It's Latin for man fighter. Okay. Sunshine Doctor. Great. Sam E. Cool. Beautiful. Guys, welcome. All of you that are typing TGD in chat right now, welcome. For all of you that are not members. Okay. But now listen, for those of you that just typed it, listen to me very carefully. Remember what I told you before, that 1 year membership, it's normally $2,212. But from now until midnight Pacific, it's your last chance to save 41%. Get the price of only $13.01, and the next 12 people will be getting a brand new free laptop, guys. A brand new free laptop for the next 12 people. We even cover the shipping. We do ship globally, and you'll also have a chance to win $30,000 cash or a brand new Tesla, whichever you choose. The winner chooses. That's going down July 18th, this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live, right here on this YouTube channel. Set your reminders now. Don't miss it. All you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group. You can register for the giveaway, and your name goes in to become one of the lucky few. All right. One lucky TTG member is going to win 30 grand or a Tesla on July 18th. Folks, there are no upsells in TTG ever. You pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have. Now, I told you before, it's a platform. As a member of True Trading Group, you're going to get access to the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your Teach Me membership. Included in your membership is going to be Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room that gives you the news before the rest of the crowd. My mods and I, my members, we use this every single day. It's an absolutely invaluable tool. I can't tell you guys how amazing this live Benzinga news feed is to give us news as soon as it crosses the wire. Then you're getting quote streams, real-time full book level 2. This shows you all the market maker depth, not just some of them that your broker shows you. You're also getting trade ideas real-time scanner that is streamed directly to members throughout the course of the day. This is going to show you stocks that are making new highs, new lows, unusual volume. This is broken down into small caps, mid caps, and large caps, whatever you trade. It'll really just show you where you need to be focusing your attention, what's going to give you the best chance to profit. You also get access to the trade simulator. This is going to allow you to trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. Use the simulator first. Prove to yourself you can make money on the sim before you start risking your hard-earned cash, guys. Please remember, trading is not easy. Prove to yourself you can make money on the sim first. Then you're getting access to TradingView's Pro charting software. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. It's yours free. You don't pay $1 for anything I'm showing you right now. All of this is included in your membership. Then you're getting at least a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting about an 83% win rate, and we are fully transparent. We keep a trading journal on our website that literally tracks every buy and every sell that our moderators make. So you can track all of our performance and see how you'd be doing if you've been following along with all the trades that we're making throughout the day. You also get access to one small private study group. This is your chance to really get individualized attention with a Teach Me moderator, ask questions, get lessons and help that you need on certain topics. Then the curriculum. Guys, the curriculum in True Trading Group is a simplified version of the education I received when I worked at the fund in New York City. It's broken down into beginner and foundation courses. If you never trade a stock a day in your life, you start there. There's also advanced courses for those that are more seasoned traders. There's courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then on top of the courses, you've got our video library. This is over 100 hours of additional educational video content that covers things like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to grow a small account, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. Over 100 hours of workshops and live events that are in that video library. Then you also have access to the chat room, obviously, where you can private message the mods and myself, ask questions. We're in chat with you all day. We're not gone after 2 hours and you left to fend for yourself, folks. You guys get access to all of this. Now, please listen to me very carefully. You really, if you're interested in True Trading Group, if you've ever been interested in True Trading Group, you want to take advantage of this coupon code now, because between now and August 1st, our price is being walked up daily from $1,301. We're walking up to over $2,000. In life, it's important to know your worth, and we know ours. The membership, the value you get in our membership is insane. And let me put this into perspective for you, because if you did not join True Trading Group and you're like, but I really want that news feed from Benzinga, cool. Go to Benzinga. When you're done with this live stream, they're going to charge you $1,400 a year for that news feed. That is $100 more than your TTG membership would cost you for the year. And that includes the Benzinga newsfeed. You could literally get the Benzinga newsfeed for $1,400 on your own and just get that. Or you can pay $1,300, get an entire year membership to True Trading Group, and get the Benzinga newsfeed included for free. That full book level 2 from CoachStream, that's $990 a year. The trade simulator we give you is $300 a year. And TradingView's premium level charting software is $600 a year. That's over $3,200 in premium products and services that are included free with your membership when you use coupon code TTG121 and only pay $1,301 for the entire year and get access to all of those tools. Our goal is to disrupt this entire industry. In order to do that, we've got to provide insane value and results at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. Guys, this is the sales gimmick. We're going to be up over 2K before you know it. And for those that think that's a lot, if you think $1,300 is a lot, when we break it down, it's like $3.56 a day or $108 a month. Now let's talk about if members actually make that fee back. I told you I'm giving you a money back guarantee. So if you don't make that membership fee back within your membership year, well, at least one time after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending one private study group, I give you your membership fee back. I'll give you a full refund. So let's see how many of my members have actually made their membership fee back. Guys, my TeachD fam, if you're a member and you're still on this live, tell me in chat right now, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? Sound off in chat. How long did it take you to make back your membership fee? I want to know. It took Jeffrey Wagner 30 minutes. It took Howard Potts 1 week. It took Drit 4 days. Willard 3 weeks. April Makes 2 to 3 days. His second week, Howard then made the fee back again. Took Glenn Wilson 2 days. 2.5 days for Andrew Knutson. 1 week for Brooke. 1 day for Peter Tosh. Yo, Peter, what's up, my man? 1 week for Edgar with a $500 account. Robert Alvarado, my boy, Robert, what's good, man? 2 days for Robert. Last Watch, after taking the first 8 courses, made their membership fee back in 1 week. Ben Hines just joined last night, has already made 17% back today. Absolutely awesome. I can't wait to dig in more and more. B. Johnson, I welcome you, man. Chrissy Anderson took her 1 week. David Wong, 1 year. Rob O, 6 weeks. A couple of months for Jeremy Shaw. Less than 20 minutes for Horatio Hernandez. About 30 days from Kenneth. 3 weeks for Celeste. You guys see what I'm talking about. You guys get the point. All you gotta do is read some of these comments coming through chat right now. The best referral is that of your peers. Listen to my TeachD members. There's no difference between them and you. They found True Training Group most likely same way you did, and that's a live stream or a referral from a friend or family member. But most likely, guys, a lot of our members came to us and found us on YouTube. Same way a lot of you found us is on YouTube. We are also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Over 1,300 reviews on Trustpilot, folks. Tamara, welcome to the TTG family. Or is that an old one? Mike, it's an old one for me. I see a different name. Mike, welcome to the TTG family. We have 11 laptops left. We have 11 laptops left. Mike, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Mike a big warm welcome. Guys, use coupon code TTG121. Get that 41% discount, brings the price all the way down to $1,301. And the next 11 people to do so are going to get themselves a brand new free laptop and a chance to win $30,000 on Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live right here on the YouTube channel. Set your reminders. Guys, go read some of those reviews on Trustpilot. Over 1,300 people have taken the time. I think 1,320 people now have taken the time to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Go read them. There's no greater referral than that of your peers. All right. Guys, the price of our membership is going up. The free laptops are not going to last. You got to ask yourself, when's the last time that you were treated as more than a number or just a price tag? All right. When's the last time somebody actually gave a shit about your goals? Varun and Adrian. Varun and Adrian, welcome to the TTG family. Guys, 9 laptops left. Use coupon code TTG121. I told you these laptops will not last. It's going to be a race to the finish. We've only got 9 left. They're probably going to be gone in the next hour. Guys, jump on them now. Don't even wait. Use coupon code TTG121. Remember, you'll know you're getting one of the 9 if you go to your checkout cart and there's a laptop in your checkout. That means you've got one. If you go to your checkout cart and there is no laptop, that means we've completely sold out. Adam, pull it up, show everybody what I'm talking about the laptop. There it is, folks, in your checkout cart. If you see that, you're good. You're one of the 9. If it's not there, I'm sorry, we've sold out. You actually have to enter coupon code TTG121, click apply code, get that 41% discount, give yourself a chance to win 30 grand on Sunday, and get yourself a brand new free laptop. And get yourself, more importantly, laptops are cool. Tesla giveaways and 30 grand giveaways are cool. But you know what's even more cool? Becoming a consistently profitable trader, getting yourself an actual education that you can take with you for a lifetime that can better the lives for you and your family. That's what's even more cool. We also do have a 1-week trial, guys. You can go to ttgthree.com to sign up for our 1-week trial. It's only $3. It's less than a cup of coffee. We only charge $3 to make sure we know you're real. You get 1 week in chat, 1 week of access to our Benzinga newsfeed, our trade ideas scanner, our analyst reports and stock profile tool. You get 3 sample courses included as well. This is not the full curriculum, but there's some sample courses to get you guys started. It's only $3. There's no auto renew. There's no recurring payment. It's a one-time payment of $3. That's it. You spend $3 on way dumber stuff. You can go to ttgthree.com. Guaranteed best $3 you ever spent in your entire life. Important to note, though, if you go through the trial, you're not going to get a free laptop. You're not going to get the 41% discount. You'll get some discount, but not 41%. If you guys want the 41% discount and you want the free laptop, you've got to use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now. Before those laptops run out, don't waste any more time. Head on over, use that coupon code right now, and I'll see you guys. Those of you that are joining, you guys will also, I'll see you guys on Sunday where we give away the Tesla or $30,000. All you got to do is be a member to have a chance to win. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you guys learned something. We went over a lot of stuff today. I hope you took notes. I hope you got some value. Hope you guys became better traders. I know that's my goal. I hope we did that here today. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Smash that like button. I'll see you guys on chat tomorrow. Later, guys.